Welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. Today we are playing Blue-Black Trinket Control, and I have a hard time finding new matches. I don't want to cover matchups twice if I can avoid it, because I'm trying to build a table of all the matches and make videos of them all. You can find that on mtgostrat.com. So now I have a sparring partner. This is hpmate. Hi hpmate, and thank you for doing this, because I am playing Blue-Black Trinket Control against Burn. And against Burn the first game is always difficult. And it's very much a 50-50 matchup. But with the Trinket Mage I can get the life staff. I do have the Augur. I think this is a keep. And it's all about finding and using life staff and getting rid of cards in his hand. Burn is a very easy deck to underestimate, but it's always there and it can always do good. I like to play Burn when I need to relax, because you never have to think much. And it does present a problem for Trinket Control. It's actually the case that Pauper Chat has a losing record against Burn, and I don't. But hpmate will not give us any free wins. So I'm definitely gonna use the... yeah, what am I gonna use? I'm gonna use Trinket Mage and go for the staff and use it on Ogre of Skulls. So we're getting the staff, because it's all about keeping the life total. If there is a Kiln Fiend, we have to think about how to handle him. We Drogonauts is not as bad. As always in the Trinket deck, when a creature dies, it almost never matters, because your creature do what they need to do before when they come into play. So it's often a 2-for-1 when the creature is killed. And oh, I got the life staff onto the Augur. That's good news. And I should be able to shitter my way to safety here. So getting the life staff onto the Augur was step 1, but now I actually get to sacrifice the Augur as well. And that's just happy times. If I find the land here, okay, that's not the land I wanted. Well, Chittering Rats, equip Chittering Rats, seems pretty good. And this is a long hill to climb upwards. Oh, that didn't come out. It's pretty hard to get through this for the Burn deck now. Yep. That's a lot of life for me. And I'll just do the same thing next turn. Maybe. No, I got a Muldrifter, got to play him. Boyuka Bog isn't very sexy, so we hope to find the swamp to equip to the Muldrifter. to equip the life staff to the Muldrifter, and we do. And we also find another Muldrifter, so we can begin the endless stream of Muldrifters. And he's got us at 13. So it's... the beatdown is long overdue. And do we need to be afraid at 13 lives? Yes, we do. I'm not gonna use Sign in Blood easily here, but I am gonna play more Muldrifters. And then finally Bojuka Bog. And now I think recurring... Oh, we should use Chittering Rats and perhaps recur the Augur. Because we are not out of harm's way at all. Or keep Edict mana open so we can actually kill our own Muldrifter. So let's think about this. We have 7 mana. That's Chittering Rat, Grim Harvest, Augur. But that doesn't ensure us of any life. So we will use Chittering Rat, we will keep Diabolic Edict mana open, and we will Grim Harvest, and we don't count on recurring Grim Harvest in this matchup because it's just such a long-term plan that it'll never work. So we'll Edict ourselves if we are put in danger. And he's aiming for the creatures, and that is pretty good. For as you know, we don't care about our creatures. And there goes another one of them. And now I'm thinking about recurring the Chittering Rats instead. Looks a lot better. So there we go. Chittering Rats for us. And here they come. Wow, well, now I can Edict my own Muldrifter after Undying Eviling it. And I think I will actually do that at the end of his turn, though I don't want to use the Crypt Rats because they're just too dangerous. So we are gonna Undying Evil the Muldrifter. That made him wonder. We're gonna Edict ourselves. Sacrifice the Muldrifter. Let the Grim Harvest go. Even though it's not a lot of fun. And get ourselves some cards. We're now at 13 lives. And now we can do it. So we'll hit for 6 and then just Crypt Rats for 3. Okay, against Burn, we sideboard 8 cards. I still have... Oh, it's the wrong list. I still the 4 Chittering Rats list I'm playing. Sorry for that. We do like Chittering Rats though in this matchup, so we are bringing them in. So that was us bringing in 2 Chittering Rats and not 2 Ogre Skulls. We are bringing in all the dresses. And the distress. Because we need to quickly disrupt his hand. And naturally we are bringing in the Sylvok Lifesteal. That's the 8 cards. So what's not to love against his deck? Tragic Slip only has... doesn't have any good targets at all. And naturally Sign in Blood is a burden. And we're also taking out 1 capsule. If we know he doesn't have creatures at all, that he always takes out his creatures, it will change slightly, but what kind of hand is this? We do have the Chittering Rat. We do have Edict and Fume Spitter against creatures. So if he has a creature hand, we are pretty well off. But if he doesn't, there's not much going on here. But I am keeper and I will keep this hand and will regret it later. Do you see a pattern? And I think the better play here is the Guildgate. Still testing out the Dimir Guildgate. It isn't going very well for the Guildgate. It creates some rather clunky draws, and Terramorphic is often better. But I haven't stopped it yet. Okay, so now we have creature protection at least. But to disrupt his burn, we absolutely need to draw another land. And he now has the chance to just hit us for 20 damage with burn spells, because we don't have any kind of clock now. We have the Fume Spitter and he's not just not good enough. I'm gonna play the capsule here. I'm thinking about Undying Evil on the Fume Spitter, but I would much rather do it on someone else. We do need to find the land. That's a pretty good card to find. That will buy us time. And boy, do we need time. Yeah, we are not allowed to take Incinerate. Will he try to empty his hand? We're not allowed to take Lightning Bolt. And he just has 2 mountains. Well, at least then we know. He needs to draw 8 damage. And Shifting Rats is just an improved Time Walk at this point. Okay. We can use Shifting Rat next turn, which will be awesome. Let's go dig for something. With this now we have the mana we absolutely need, and we'll try to find that. That's good, because then we can actually go to Muldrift Undying Evil next turn. But I think we need to play the Shifting Rats first to delay our death and increase the speed of his death. One danger with Guildgate that I actually have experienced is that I tend to mistake it for an Aqueduct. So we'll now shitter every turn. That should be good. And maybe the next shitter will just fail. Did he take out his lands? Or his creatures? He is horribly flooded. I will still go for the Shittering Rat here. But I don't think... If that is a land, it's really unlucky. And it was. So now the race is on. But we are at 8. So it should be good. And here he is. Muldrifter. And you know what? He's going to be back. Alright. That's some cards. Yeah. 7 damage next turn. But the Muldrifter didn't really draw me anything. I drew 4 cards, but I got 2 lands, a Distress and a Diabolic Edict. They didn't do very much. We can still be dead here if he draws 5 blast now and another 5 blast. No, I can't count. I have 8 damage. Out. So we can do the same matchup again. So let's do this match twice so you can see a bit more of it. Of course, that was me winning with 2-0. It's probably not what happens every time. So let's do it again. So we are playing blue-black trinket against burn once more with feeling. Here we have Fume Spitter Lifestaff, and that's just awesome. Fume Spitter Lifestaff, Undying Evil even, but I will save the Undying Evil for the combo with the Muldrifter. So here I will prioritize playing the Fume Spitter and getting the Lifestaff on him, as it is so critical. And I will get to do it. Remember that Fume Spitter can always target himself. So there's no time ever when he can't be used. And now his clock is even better. So that's a pretty disheartening start for burn. Keldon Marauders. And Keldon Marauders means that Fume Spitter has a mission. He has to die. We are not playing the Trinket Mage here because we want to have Undying Evil for the... No, we don't want to have Undying Evil for the Fume Spitter. But we do want to make sure that Muldrift and Undying Evil can be cast next turn. So we're just gonna block here and let Fume Spitter die. And we don't care about his life total as much as we care about our own. Because we know that our massive card advantage will allow us to overwhelm him. But he didn't attack. Why didn't he attack? That was weird. Okay, we'll blindly cast the Muldrifter combo here, because if he wastes a lightning bolt on it, which he probably will, that's another lightning bolt. And if you count on it, the card balance is pretty much in our favor. We're using 2 cards, getting 2 cards back, and he's using a burn spell, so we're still on top, except that he used Dagger Shock, so we are now only half a card ahead, but we are still ahead. And that's a brilliant card. And Fume Spitter is still staying at home. We only have 1 life staff main deck. If this had been sideboarded, we would of course go for Trinket Mage and find the other life staff. Because resolving Fume Spitter with double life staff is pretty good. But now we have a purpose. We need to find you know, the Executioner's Capsule to get rid of that thing. And we won't be able to use it next turn unless we actually go get it right now. So we are going to get it. It's better to pay black mana for a card that actually costs black mana. And I'm leaving both guys home to block. Of course, that guy needs to be blocked. Yeah, that at least that's what was in my face. So now Kiln Thing can get huge. And of course we'll use this for whatever it is worth to reduce his power 1. Now it could actually kill us with Bolt Fire Blast. And that might very well be the case. The Fire Blast now is lethal. But we are just a luck sack and he doesn't have it. And whatever he has, he's gonna have to see it again. And we are taking care of the Kiln Fiend. We are bouncing the island to have as many swarms as possible in play for the Crypt Rats. That's interesting. He's bolting the Chittering Rats. And I would not have done that. He was a 9-turn clock. And he has to kill me somehow. And as soon as you start killing creatures, you know that you have lost. At least when it's such insignificant creatures. I'm gonna equip the Trinket Mage here and have Executioner's Capsule ready to kill him. To give me some extra protection, and then play Crypt Rats next turn. And you must believe me when I tell you that this is a close to 50-50 matchup. I think we're working on the 1000 matches report. It's a lot of work. But I would say this is probably a 52-48 matchup in favor of Trinket Control. It's definitely not an easy one. 1 damage to Trinket Mage. Okay, he's pretty much giving up here. Now he's casting it on me. And I think I will ensure that I live. And what will I get for Christmas? I will get another Vault of Whispers. Yay! Okay, looking pretty good. I could even start like casting Sign in Blood, but that would be a bit outrageous. Doing 6 now. And probably play Crypt Rats, equip them with life staff so that I can get another 3 life if I need them. I'm hitting for 7 next turn, then I can just Crypt Rat for 2 and it's done. Or I can actually Sign in Blood him for the win, which is exactly what I will do. So here we go. This is 7 damage coming your way, hpmate. And of course he can bolt the creature here to live another turn. That's just delaying the inevitable. And here we go, Sign in Blood! And that's 3-0 for the Trinket deck. It's pretty lucky. Okay, so let's remember the sideboard. 1 life staff, 4 duress, 1 distress, 2 Chittering Rats, represented by Ogre of Skulls in this sideboard, puts us at 68. Let's get rid of Sign in Blood, the Tragic Slips, and what was the last card? It was a capsule. We like to keep Trinket Mage with 6 targets, and we are bringing in life staff here so we can take out the capsule. This is the Muldrifter combo on turn 4. If we draw a land, it has a duress, it has a fume spitter. I think it's good enough. And it will be we will start with a more here, I think. Oh, maybe I don't want to play more. But I can get it back later, so I'm playing it anyway. In order to be sure that I have 4 mana on turn 4, which now looks very likely. 17. Okay, now it's Duress Fume Spitter. Eating a couple of bolts in the process. So here we go. Duress. For Stagger Shock and Fume Spitter. Next turn we're gonna get the island. So he has 4 damage at the least, possibly a lot more now. Got the Edict, that's pretty good, because that'll give us protection against Kill Fiend. And his Ilk. Stagger Shock in the face. Always hurts so bad, especially when it happens twice. 10 lives. Getting the island. The famous one island. So this is actually not the blue-black Trinket Control deck. It's a black Trinket Control deck. Splashing a little blue. That's another reason why the Guildgate isn't working out that good. And he knows it. He loves it. It's the combo! Yeah. I don't bring in Pyroblast against this deck, but of course stopping a Muldrifter is high score. Pyroblast is not very good. There are so few blue targets. It's more against Delver in Burn. But having said that, it's what worked this time. Oh, that's nasty. I do bring in Race. So now we're stuck with the black forces. And that's a pretty common occurrence actually. The Trinket deck often gets land destroyed. And as the blue cards are so few, it often works out anyway. But we now need to push hard. And it'll take us 6 turns to kill him, and I'm sure he can draw that many cards to kill us in 6 turns. So we are now in deep trouble. Having a blue mana would help a lot here. So I think he might have taken out the creatures for the land destruction package, which is not a bad idea. I'm stuck with useless blue cards and useless creature kill. And this makes me reluctant even to play Bojuka Bog, especially since if I draw a blue source now, it could be the Guildgate, but I don't really need the Bojuka Bog. But I do have the Molten Rain target there anyway, so I could just do it. And now we have to think about if we need to kill the Fume Spitter in order to make our clock quicker. And I think we do. He played the land even, so I think we'll... Of course, no, killing the Chittering Graft in response does nothing. It still hurts us. We are now at 2 lives. We could, however, Undying Evil that, which will increase our clock to 3 turns as well. But 3 turns is a very long time if you are at 2 lives. So I think this will be a loss. And of course Augur doesn't do much at this point of the game. Okay, one top deck left. Unless I draw something crazy. But I don't. So, can the mono-red burn deck draw a damage spell for his life? Let's see! Oh, that's a bit more exciting. He's drawing Forgotten Cave and he's cycling it. And he found the mountain. That's a shame. It's definitely not his lucky day. And here they come, the little black weenies. Ensuring 4-0 for the Trinket deck, which is entirely unrepresentative. This is a hard matchup. Thank you for watching Magic Gathering Strat, playing Blue-Black Trinket Control against Burn, and the part of Burn was played by hpmate. Thank you, mate. And I'm Dan for Magic Gathering Strat. Thank you for watching.